Hello everyone, Constitutionalist Libertarian here, and we're going to be taking a look at an article today from NJ.com, True New Jersey. The reason why I'm doing this article is because I believe in the separation of church and state, and I also believe in the right of a private entity to have the right to do what this school did. This article is really slanted towards the school and the Archdiocese. That's why I'm covering it. I mean, just so people don't think that like this is because I'm some Christian freak or whatever. I'm a lapsed Catholic. I was born into Catholicism. I've never made my confirmation or first communion. My mother wanted me to decide on my own on the note of religion. I mean, I was baptized. She just wanted to make sure that I'd end up in heaven just in case, I'm thinking. But I'm more agnostic anyway. So to me, this is more about constitutional rights than it is religion. But the thing is this is a really, really slanted article. I mean, just look at the title. Archdiocese blessed family of girl who sued to play on boys basketball team. They're trying to make this about gender and misogyny and sexism and look at how bad the Catholic Church is. And they leave out or try to ignore very important facts on this situation. Because, seriously, you know, they're just trying to push an agenda. So why give you both sides of the story? This was published on June 29th, and it was updated the same day. It's by Tom Hayden, New Jersey Advanced Media for NJ.com in Kenilworth. The Archdiocese of Newark issued a scathing statement Thursday against the family of a student who filed a lawsuit after St. Teresa's School barred her from playing on the boys' basketball team. So, let's take a look at this statement. Oh, well, look at this. They make it look like you're going to get a link to it, but it's actually to a story of theirs. Oh, talk about slanted reporting. So, okay. That just goes to show right there that they really don't want you to have the full story. The latest development comes ahead of a court hearing Thursday afternoon in the case filed by family of 13-year-old Sydney Phillips. After the basketball team dispute, St. Teresa rejected the applications by her and her younger sister to return for the next school year. Exactly. If I ran that damn school and I had to deal with stupid shit like this, you better fucking believe your kids wouldn't be welcome again, you dumb fucks. It's a private entity. It's a religious school. So not only do you have it being private, but it's religious. And you're going to go and drag them into court because you want your daughter to play on the boys' basketball team? You parents are fucking morons. What did you expect? Serves you right. I mean, I'm sorry that the little sister is having to pay for this too. I mean, because she's innocent. But the big sister and the parents, they're fucking guilty as all hell. Oh, mommy, I want. Well, don't worry. I mean, this is what liberal leftist parents do. They send their kids to a Catholic school because they want their kids to have a good education, but then they don't want to follow the fucking rules of that school. Seriously, and I would bet money that that these girls' parents are fucking liberals, are like not like classical, like constitutional, no, like regressive leftist fucking shitbags. Rules may be fine for other parents and students in the St. Teresa community, but not for them. James Goodness, Vice Chancellor and Director of Communications for the Archdiocese, said in the statement, "Everyone must treat them and their children differently." He's right. You take this out to make the out of the fucking statement to make the Archdiocese look bad. And you stupid fuck, you basically, it was like unzipping a fly, whipping out a big giant dick, and smacking yourself in the face with it. That's what you basically did here. Okay? You just proved their point. Because you're trying to make a story about this girl being the victim. And what he's saying is fucking true, because they sued. Jesus H. Christ. You're fucking pathetic, Tom. Earlier this year, the Phillips family sued St. Teresa's School and the Archdiocese and won a ruling allowing Sydney to play on the school's 7th grade boys basketball team. Now, for me, I would like to know exactly why. They really don't say why in this article, but I wonder if they say in this one. No, it doesn't look like it. So they don't tell you. So it's probably something like lack of interest or something like that. So they probably didn't have enough players or something of that nature, and they had to cancel the season. To me, they offered it. There wasn't enough girls. Sucks to be you. They made an effort. Maybe next year. Better luck next year. Maybe there'll be enough girls next year. Or whatever the issue won't be an issue next year. But that wasn't good enough. The Archdiocese argued that league rules prohibited girls from playing on boys' teams. The Phillips sought to have Sydney play on the boys' team after the season for the girls had been canceled. So, it wasn't that just the team. It was the whole season. That was a league thing. So, instead of suing the people responsible, the ones running the league, you go after the school and sue them to get her on the boys' team. Boys' team. There's a girls' team and a boys' team. The boys' team lucked out and didn't get the axe. Don't get pissed and fuck them over. That's what you did. Because, oh no, feminism and misogyny and all that other fucking stupid shit, which I'm sure ran through your head. Sydney played on the boys' team's final game and completed the school year at St. Teresa's. But the school made it clear Sydney and her younger sister Caitlin were not welcome to return in the fall. Well, considering you just fucking caused a bunch of shit for the school and the Archdiocese, you're lucky you finished the fucking school year. If I ran that shit, you'd be fucking expelled. But they probably had a lawyer go, well, if you did that, they could probably sue and they would win on sympathy. This is a private fucking school. You send your kids there because you want them to have the best education possible. Then you want special fucking treatment for your kids because, like you, I'm sure this was more the mom than the dad, but so mom, like you, they're special little snowflakes. The Phillips are seeking a court order to rescind what they call an expulsion. No! They have a right to back out of the fucking contract at any fucking time. It's a private entity. When you pay them to teach your kids, there's a contractual obligation. Okay, they met your contractual obligation for that year and then said, well, you're too much trouble than what you're fucking worth. Fuck you, there's the door. Don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. That's what they fucking said to you. Deal with it, bitch. Superior Court Judge Donald A. Kessler will hear arguments in the case Thursday afternoon. Goodness. In the Archdiocese's first public comment on why the sisters' applications were rejected said, the Phillips family's lawsuit is damaging the 63-year-old school community. Well, yeah, that's exactly what it's fucking doing. He's right. You're trying to fucking dictate how a private fucking organization, a private school, a private fucking church, separation of church and state. You're trying to tell them how to run their fucking shit. Okay? That's crossing a fucking line. That's violating the fucking Constitution. And so help me God, I hope, you stupid fucks, because you have to have more money than fucking brains. Okay? I hope you stupid fucks decide to keep pushing this fucking shit, and it goes up to a higher federal court, and they fucking smack you in the head and go, dumb fuck, this is how it is. And you'd probably go, oh no, and take this stupid shit all the way to the Supreme Court. And I would laugh my ass off, because they would tell you the same fucking thing I'm telling you. Get a clue. Goodness said the Phillips have created intimidation and fear in parents, school officials, and yes, students. Well, of course they have. You got fucking Momzilla. And I'm not going to say the Phillips themselves, because I'm guessing the father is a fucking beta male fucking cuck. Because an alpha male, a real man, would have said, look, this is stupid. You're going to fucking cause a major issue for us. You're going to create a situation where they're not going to want to have our kids there. They're not going to want to teach our kids. I mean, I would have, if this was my wife and she came to me and went, we're doing this, I would have went, no, we're not. And I would have explained to her. And we probably would be butting heads and arguing, but the shit wouldn't have gone down like this. Only a beta male fucking cuck would do this, would allow this shit to go on. It's ridiculous. He said the Phillips have sought to use the court to attack and silence scores of parents in the St. Teresa community who, because they love St. Teresa School, have spoken out in support of its goals and the way it is run. I'm sure they have. I'm sure they've gotten gag orders and injunctions and tried to stop these parents from doing things that would show what fucking tools the Phillipses are. These parents, they want their kids treated fucking different than every other kid. And when parents are like, no, your kid's no more special than my kid in this situation, pull your head out of your ass. They're gonna get upset about it, and they're gonna pull the shit that I'm sure they've been pulling with the way that this has been reading. Sydney's father, Scott Phillips, said his daughter has attended St. Teresa School since she was in preschool and that she has been on the student council and other activities. Big fucking whoop. Wham! We get the whole feelings thing. So we're going to pull out the feelings now. You know what I say to that? Fucking babies. You're fucking pathetic. Dude, what, has your wife got her hand up your ass and moving you like a puppet? Or you're like I said, a beta male. Dude, you are a fucking emasculated piece of shit that you would allow this to happen. You really are. The Phillips lawyer, and of course, let's look at this. Susan Brandt McCrae. So we've got a feminist lawyer, because a feminazi bitch is going to use her fucking maiden name and her married name. Oh, yeah. Well, actually, yeah, she would, because she wants to go, look, I got married. Well, and go, bitch, please, I got married. I ain't a single cat lady like you. So Susan Brandt McCrae said Thursday that she would not. Holy fucking shit. What the hell? Dude! Where the fuck did you learn English? The Phillips lawyer. Oh, wow. This sentence just doesn't flow that well. The Phillips lawyer, Susan Brandt McCrae, said, see, that second comma is throwing me off. That really shouldn't be there. It should be, Susan Brandt McCrae said, comma, Thursday that she, or said Thursday, comma, I should say, that she would not comment on the statement until after the court hearing. Dude, you're a fucking professional writer, and you don't even know proper fucking punctuation. I'm trying to read your shit, and you not knowing it is fucking with me. The Phillips lawyer, Susan McCrae, said, comma, or actually said Thursday, comma, I'm sorry, that she would not commit on the statement until after the court hearing. Dude, you don't need that first comma, because it would be the Phillips lawyer Susan Brandt McRae said Thursday, comma. Fuck, dude. If you handed me this shit, I'm not even a fucking editor or anything like that. If you handed me this shit for a product that I paid you for, and I proofread it, I'd be like, dude, you're a fucking moron. And I pay you what I owed you and then never ever deal with you again. And you'd be getting away with robbery by fucking getting paid. Because you didn't do a job, you didn't write proper fucking English. And I'm sure someone went and proofread this and they still didn't know proper English. The full text of the statement by James Goodis, Vice Chancellor and Director of Communication. Okay. In her most recent filing in this matter, the attorney for the plaintiff states that no one is above the law. Oh, well, obviously you think your clients are. Yet to date, every step of the plaintiffs have taken, every statement they have made, shows that they do not believe their own attorney's words. I'm sure that's the case, because they know that they're fucked. They know they're in the wrong. But they've doubled down. They're now tripling down. They're thinking that they can abuse this school to do what they want. They know they're in the wrong. Excuse me. The plaintiffs have demonstrated clearly and strongly that, in their minds, the rules and laws of St. Teresa's School and Parish do not apply to them. Clearly. So, you're trying to say that they blast the family, but everything they've said has been fucking dead on. You make it sound like they're attacking the family, but everything they've said has been dead on. It's what the family's done. You're a sleazeball, man. For them, rules may be fine for other parents and students in the St. Teresa community, but not for them. Everyone must treat them and their children differently. Exactly, that's what they want. St. Teresa School is the education ministry of the parish of St. Teresa in Kenilworth. At the heart of this education ministry is a 63-year-old tradition of collaboration among parents, students, and school administration, working together to foster gospel values and provide a nurturing academic and moral environment. Which is why you fucking sent your kids there, you stupid shits, the Phillips. That's why you did it. Parents embrace these rules in order to serve the best interest of all students. Ask all of the other parents at St. Teresa's and you will learn that these rules work. Well, of course they do. They've worked for 63 fucking years. It's these two fucking parents that went, oh no, my special little... Well, actually, it was probably more the wife going, honey, guess what? Either you do go along with me on this or you're never getting laid again. That once every 6 months, if you're lucky, beta male fucking getting laid shit will never happen. So, and he went, yes, dear. Because every guy likes getting their dick wet. This guy, though, he's just praying that he eventually gets it every so often. I mean, you can tell his wife is the one wearing the pants. And controlling everything, including his dick. Here I am talking about a fucking school, parish, like Catholic school, parochial school, and I'm swearing like a sailor. Oh, God, even though I'm agnostic, I'm probably going to be making the cross a couple times and saying a few Hail Marys at the end of this, just to cover my ass in case. But anyways, the plaintiff's actions threaten to shatter this nurturing environment. Through their lawsuit and subsequent actions, the plaintiffs have created intimidation and fear in parents, school officials, and yes, students. Of course they have. Indeed, the plaintiffs have announced to the world that they do not accept St. Teresa's collaborative approach to Catholic education. Of course they have. That said, we need to ask the question, if the plaintiffs do not wish to abide by the rules, if they do not wish to embrace St. Teresa's long-held educational philosophy, and if they are, as only they contend, the recipients of such injustice, then why do they persist in forcing their children to attend St. Teresa's school? Well said. Well said. Bravo. If the environment is so fucking toxic for you, why do you want your kids there? Oh my God. The truth shall set you free. We have a situation here where the truth shall set them free. Now, come on now, Phillipses. Admit it. Come on. Can I get an amen on them a minute? Amen. Come on, you can do it. This is what we need, for you to just come clean. End this and walk away. That would be the adult thing to do. What's more, the plaintiffs have sought to use the court to attack and silence scores of parents in the St. Teresa community who, because they love St. Teresa's school, have spoken out in support of its goals and the way it's run. How can such attacks foster collaboration? We can only surmise that the plaintiffs wish to impose their own rules on the community or replace collaboration with dictate. The Archdiocese and St. Teresa's Parish and School continue to urge the court to recognize the bad behavior of the plaintiffs, dismiss this case, and allow St. Teresa's School, its faculty, parents, and students to begin a new school year in September without the disruption that the plaintiffs' continued presence surely will cause. Exactly. The court should be looking at this and be like, you're a bunch of fucking children. Your daughters, I'm sure, are more mature than you. This shit's dropped. Get the fuck out of my courtroom. You're wasting my time. That's what the judge should be doing with this shit. The Archdiocese of Newark is not in the business of excluding kids from school. Quite the contrary. Parents, teachers, administrators, and benefactors make serious sacrifices to carry out this vital area of our mission. The issue is not and never has been sports. It is the serenity of a school community. Exactly. And you fucking pieces of shit have more than disrupted the serenity of that school community. Because, oh, well, we didn't get our way because we want this, and they don't want to give it to us, and we're going to go and sue, and we're going to cause a lot of problems. You're fucking children. Grow up. Only a grievous threat to the well-being of our teachers, students, and families would justify such an extraordinary measure. Exactly. I don't care what people think about religion, whether you're atheist or whatever. I don't care. This comes down to, this is a private institution. Not only does it have the protection of being a private institution, it wasn't being discriminatory. They had offered a girls' team. This whole season got canceled for whatever reason. So there wasn't discrimination. What are they supposed to do? They're not going to cater to one girl. But yet the parents wanted that to happen. Now they want to have the school cater to them because they're the ones who created a situation. And don't feel that they should have to take responsibility for their actions. I mean, the whole thing is, this is a matter of personal responsibility. These kids would still be going there. There wouldn't be an issue with these kids having a good education because I'm guessing the reason why the parents sent their kids there, where they're clearly little leftists, the parents, not the kids, but the kids will probably end up leftists. But the reason why they sent them there is because they wanted their kids to have a good education. I'm sure when you're talking Newark, that you don't want your kid going to a public school. Guess what? They're now going to public school because by the time this is said and done, you ain't going to win. And if you do win, I hope it gets appealed. Because your kids don't deserve to go there because of your actions. Take some personal fucking responsibility in your life. When this is going on, it's a sad day. And the judge should have tossed the last lawsuit out, but they decided to be an activist legislator from the bench and say, no, I don't care that the rules say boys only on the league or anything like that, and said, fuck you, she's got to play. So not only did this judge make a ruling that has had effect on the school, but also the league now. I mean, that's ridiculous, because the situation is you, when it comes to a person's rights and freedoms, you look at that, and this was not a right. This was not about their personal freedom. This was not about discrimination. I don't know. I mean, this is just at a point where we need this type of stuff to be coming out, because this is a result of feminism. This is a result of regressive left. You know, the mother's probably one of those ones that did the no women at work day bullshit, wore a pussy hat, all that other crap. I'm guessing just by her actions with this, you know, the family's actions, I should say. Although the father, I'm guessing, is more in the back seat on it. But anyways, this is the Constitutionalist Libertarian. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my content, definitely subscribe. Thank you all. Have a good one.